morning and welcome to another episode of Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and on today's show we're going to recap all the excitement from Parx this week, talk the upcoming Belmont Stakes, we take a tour of the Ivy Hill Therapeutic Equestrian Center, and one of our Parx Hall of Fame trainers gets a big win at Monmouth Park. But Belmont, the third jewel of the Triple Crown, we're all talking about it. How's the field shaping up?
Well, Dani, it looks like a short field. I mean, they're talking 6 at the moment, maybe a couple more will jump in at the end, but not official yet, but it looks like we're getting the 1, 2, 3 from the Derby and obviously the Derby winner and the Preakness winner running against each other. The only horse that's not official at this point is Journalism, but he's training. He's been at Saratoga since 2 days after the Preakness. So the plan is to run. I think Michael McCarthy just wants to make sure everything is good before they officially enter and say we're in.
Look, these are the 3 we want to see have the matchup. We felt they were all so competitive.
Yep.
And what do you think for any outside contenders, Hill Road or Hearts of Honor?
Yeah, I don't think Hill Road is fast enough. Heart of Honor is just not good enough. Rodriguez is interesting. Look, he's had some problems. I did see his recent work. He's going to be loose in the lead. The question is he good enough to hold that speed all the way around? Now, he won the Wood Memorial, but that was quite a long time ago. We'll see. Baffert, I'm sure, is just chomping to win one of these races.
Well, it'll be up at Saratoga, and they got to go 1.25 miles. We'll see who gets the third jewel of the Triple Crown, the Belmont Stakes. Well, let's get to some racing right here at Parx. We're going to take a look at Tuesday's 8th race. Optional claiming $100,000, $55,000 purse, 1 mile and 70 yards is the distance. And Counter Spy, that nice son of Gun Runner, is our post-time favorite.
Yeah, gets Casey loose on the lead from the rail for sure. At least they'll try to get out there. This is a really good field, Dani. 33 combined wins, 1.7 million combined earnings with this group.
Well, he's going to have to contend with Awfully Cool, Abner Adorno. He's got a real bond with this horse, and we'll see why.
And this horse is named perfectly because he is absolutely awfully cool.
Here it is, Tuesday's 8th.
Counter Spy has the lead. Speediness is taking the second spot. Lonesome Boy, he's third. Then it's Awfully Cool and Adero. The order remains unchanged. And with the lead all to himself, Counter Spy takes him through an opening quarter, 23 flat, well within himself. Counter Spy has the lead, Lonesome Boy, and on the outside, Speediness. Those two chase, and it's Awfully Cool, followed by Adero and Speediness. Now to the outside, he's upping the pressure on Counter Spy. Counter Spy has some company from Speediness. Lonesome Boy is in third, Awfully Cool, Adero. The field coming closer together, just about 5 or 6 lengths separates them as the half, 46-2. They head into the far turn, and Counter Spy trying to shake them off on the outside. Speediness has been persistent, and it's Lonesome Boy, Awfully Cool. He's gotten the cue, and still at the back, Adero. Counter Spy now under pressure from Speediness, who puts his nose in front. Awfully Cool beginning his ascent on the outside, and it's Speediness who emerges with the lead. Counter Spy, he's lost some ground into second. Lonesome Boy being asked for more. Speediness with the lead. Lonesome Boy dives in between horses. Awfully Cool, 4 across the track. Speediness is finding more. Lonesome Boy fights on. Awfully Cool. Adero's hitting his stride. It is Awfully Cool who now has the lead from Speediness. Lonesome Boy runs on. There's a 16th left. Awfully Cool has put them away, and Awfully Cool is awfully good today.
Well, what a race it was, but Awfully Cool and Abner Adorno, look, they just have an incredible bond. This horse has a huge heart. He's overcome some physical issues, but that does not seem to stop him. He loves his job, and sky's the limit.
Yeah, 2.5 to 1, a good field. He beat a good field. He beat him good. Counter Spy was able to clear Speediness, but that's not the same Counter Spy we had watched early in his career. He looks like he might need a little break now.
And our Speediness, we love that horse.
Yes,
we'll see him. It's funny, Michael rode Speediness. That's normally Jaime Rodriguez. Jaime Rodriguez is going to ride Harp's Hot Corner that Michael usually rides, so they swapped big horses there.
Yeah, and I think Speediness, I thought, ran fine. Just put him on the lead. He's more dangerous. But yeah, again, Counter Spy's been great since the claim, but hey, Awfully Cool. As we said, he's very cool.
Big win for him. Well, we're going to go to our first break. When we come back, one of our sponsors from our golf outing, Nestor Insurance. We're going to catch up with Brian Nestor on a big day they had here at Parx, plus more racing, so stick around.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Shake those pearls, Meemaw.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low, and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection, and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, we got to catch up with Brian Nestor of Nestor Insurance, and he's one of our vendors, and he's been such a great sponsor for Turning for Home, and they had a fun day at the racetrack, the Nestor Insurance Classic, and him and his colleagues got to come out, but we talked to him about all the good support that he provides.
This is a customer appreciation day here at the Parx Racing. We wanted to pick the best day possible, which I don't think we could have picked a better day today, and wanted to have some fun and enjoy everyone's company. It's so cool. I mean, honestly, there's not many things in life that actually allows you to just enjoy the moment, just like the winner of the race, so it's very nice to be a part of it.
Did you guys have any winners?
We had a couple winners. I did not have winners today, but that's okay. My winning is just being here with all my people.
Tell me a little bit about Nestor Insurance. What's it all about? What do you guys serve?
You know, we serve employers with their employee benefits and their HR needs. Really, we just try to make lives a little bit easier and move that needle in that space. So that's what we do every day.
How can people get a hold of you?
They can call us at 484-390-5312, or you can email us at info@nestorinsurance.com.
All right, thanks, Brian. And the Nestor Insurance Classic, it was a lot of fun. Well, let's get to some racing right here at Parx. This was Parx Picks. One of us is a winner, one isn't. It was Monday's first race, and this was a kind of a cool group of claiming horses. 10,000 was the tag, 6.5 furlongs. And our favorite is Kate's Golden Dude, the veteran.
Yeah, 72 wins combined, as we talked about last week, and this horse has the most of any of them, 19.
Up against it, pretty cool gray sprinter, second choice.
Yeah, and again, a horse that knows how to win, Danny. I mean, you're talking double-digit wins. Anytime you get to that in your career, you've had a run.
Well, let's see what happens in the Monday opener.
On the inside, tap information, Kate's Golden Dude is yet to be really asked. He's taken command. Kate's Golden Dude, he has left tap information behind, and Kate's Golden Dude now being asked to extend his stride, and he is doing so willingly. The 10-year-old, he is opening up. Kate's Golden Dude up against it. He's beginning to rally. There's the 16th left, and Kate's Golden Dude, he's going to shine today, his 20th career victory.
Kate's Golden Dude, win number 20, and I have a lot of people that see him in the barn. They said he acts like a 2-year-old. He squeals. He's a good feeling horse. He's absolutely beautiful. But the rules tell him that he has to retire after this year.
I know. Half those 20 wins, 10 of them have come from Michael Moore for this 10-year-old. What a cool horse. He is by Touch Gold. What makes Touch Gold a famous horse?
He won the Kentucky Derby?
He won the Belmont Stakes to deny Silver Charm the Triple Crown in 1997. Bamford's first attempt of many at the Triple Crown. And you'll love this, Danny. This horse's dam, whose name I'm not going to try to pronounce, has had 204 starts from her foals, 48 lifetime wins, and $1.2 million, and none cooler than Kate's Golden Dude.
Well, what a broodmare she is, and what a horse Kate is, and hopefully we'll see him for win number 21. Well, let's go to Monday's 8th race. It's a mile for optional claiming, $50,000, $52,000 purse, and the favorite, Smooth Flying Mike, first off the claim for Jamie Ness.
8-5, Jamie Ness, a first off claim favorite. How can this be? What's going on here? It's a shocking development.
It's a shocking development. And he's also second choice here with War Master.
Of course he is. He's Jamie Ness.
Well, we'll see if he gets the win here. It's Monday's 8th.
Just step on it. He has plenty of pressure. On the outside now, Smooth Flying Mike has taken the lead. Deposition, he's in third. To the outside, Big Boy's Answer not far off the field. Bunched up at the back is War Master, but he's just about 3-4 lengths off the leader, and that is his stablemate, Smooth Flying Mike. 48-1 as they head towards the far turn. Smooth Flying Mike has a clear advantage now. Big Boy's Answer, he is sent up into second. Deposition, he's third. War Master takes the fourth spot, dropping back after setting the early pace. Just step on it, he's now at the back, and leading the way is the gray, Smooth Flying Mike, as they head through the far turn. To the outside, Big Boy's Answer, he's coming closer and closer. Gene Aguilar asks him the question. Big Boy's Answer has a response. On the inside, Smooth Flying Mike, he fights on. These two hit the top of the stretch on even terms. On the outside, Big Boy's Answer, Smooth Flying Mike running a big race to the inside. He is game. Making up some ground now is War Master. He's hitting his stride, but it is going to be Big Boy's Answer, who's kicking clear of the 16th left. Big Boy's Answer in second. Smooth flying Mike, but Big Boy's Answer, he gets the win.
Big Boy's Answer gets the win with Gene Aguilar, and look, what a team these two have been. 5 wins together, and this horse he's really beautiful. He's got this big white spot on his side, and they're just a team. And I think as Gene just kind of leaves him alone, he lets him run his race, and powerful win there.
Good team, and teaming up with Jennifer Trueheart, who manages to beat Jamie Ness not once but twice in the same race.
She did, with some nice horses. Well, let's go over to Monmouth Park. This is the Mr. Prospector Stakes, sprinting going 6 furlongs, $100,000 on the line. And Bucarino, Freddie Velasquez, post-time favorite.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Danny hadn't run since September in the Gallant Bob when he ran a real good third. Came back here back in early May and was really impressive in his first start back. Now he's in a stake, and they made him 4 to 5.
Super Chow, a cool sprinter. He's second choice. We'll see if he has the goods to turn the upset.
Yeah, Super Chow is just shy of 900,000. So this is a serious racehorse. 10 lifetime wins.
Here it is, the Mr. Prospector.
Half mile to go. Super Chow on the lead, just the neck in front. Bucarino second. The two favorites 1-2 as they go into the forward turn run. Subrogate right behind horses right now, third with Dean Delivers, who goes okay in the third position. Top two sneak away as I say that though. Super Chow under a ride. Bucarino on the outside going better it appears at this point. Top of the stretch in the Mr. Prospector. Bucarino on the outside. The rider riding this one with confidence. Paco Lopez, Super Chow, Misael Jaramillo all over him. Dean Delivers third, trying to reel in the top pair. Subrogate down at the rail, needs to find more. It's still Bucarino, asks for his best. Super Chow is beaten behind horses. Dean Delivers trying to come on. So is Subrogate with one last dive, but it's not going to be enough.
Bucarino gets the win. Paco Lopez aboard. Look, this is a nice horse, and Freddie Velasquez is in our Hall of Fame for a reason. And he said this horse overcame a foot issue. After his last race. He tore the frog, which is the soft part of the foot, and it just takes a long time to heal back a foot. And no hoof, no horse, it's an important part. It absorbs all the compaction, so good for him to be back, and what a year.
Over 300,000 now in earnings. This horse has been really well managed. Look, he's not good enough to take on the very best sprinters, but that next group, the Mid-Atlantic, he can win a lot of races.
Yeah, and he's a beautiful horse, now a 4-year-old. Congratulations to them. And Freddie Velasquez and Happy 10 stable, Tom Lamont and him have been together a long time, a nice win for them. Well, let's go out west. We're going to California for the prestigious Grade 2 Hollywood Gold Cup, $200,000, a mile and a quarter. Skippy Longstocking, beloved Skippy, is our post-time favorite.
Yeah, PA Derby veteran from back in the day, Danny, several years ago, 10 lifetime wins, 3.5 maiden earnings. Has never won a Grade 1, but is always right there in all these big races.
And the trainer of journalism, Michael McCarthy, sends out extensive. Flavian Pratt going to try to upset with Skippy with a horse by City of Light that was trained by Michael McCarthy.
Of course, his first big horse won the Pegasus and the dirt mile at the Breeders' Cup. So yeah, extensive, son of City of Light.
Here it is, the Hollywood Gold Cup.
It's Raylu Gutierrez and Parx Racing in charge past the 6 furlong pole in the Hollywood Gold Cup. They lead it by a length to Midnight Mammoth, who cuts into that margin second. Tarantino joined by Skippy Longstocking, who's able to rake kindly off the pace today with 3 to make up, heading toward the half-mile pole. Flavian Pratt has extensive, 2 lengths behind that pair. He's joined by Il Bellator and Arrow the Great. Less than a half mile to go, and Parx Racing continues to lead. Midnight Mammoth is called on now, set down, trying to close the gap on Parx Racing. He's fully extended. Skippy Longstocking now makes his move. It's a 3-wide bid as Midnight Mammoth takes the lead away from Parx Racing. Midnight Mammoth running a big race once again, joined by Skippy Longstocking. In behind them, Extensive has 3 to make up there at the top of the stretch. Irad Ortiz asking Skippy Longstocking to go by the big Midnight Mammoth. They pass the 8th pole head and head. Skippy Longstocking, Midnight Mammoth brave but a neck behind, and Skippy Longstocking starts to edge clear late.
Skippy Longstocking gets the win with Irad, and just what a cool horse.
He is a cool horse. It wasn't easy. It took a long time for him to get there, but he did finally get there. And what a day Irad and Safi Joseph had. They came right back in the game lead. The Grade 1 won that. So yeah, they came west and got all the money.
They were loaded. Well, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to tour Ivy Hill Therapeutic Equestrian Center and see all the great things they do, plus more racing on Let's Go Racing.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parx Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, right here, right outside of Ben Salem, Jessica Paquette, track announcer, toured the Ivy Hill Therapeutic Equestrian Center, and they do a lot of great things there. Therapy equine. Horses are just so therapeutic and very healing, and we get to hear all about that.
Absolutely.
Being around horses can have a transformational effect on people of all ages, all abilities, and from all walks of life. Meet the horses of Ivy Hill and see the work that they do every day. So what goes into the perfect therapeutic horse? What are the components that you look for when you're selecting one for the program?
Generally, we look for our horses, we call it bomb-proof in the horse world. They don't mind loud noises, kind of things that are unexpected. A lot of our riders make loud noises, sudden movements. They're going to move around on the horse a lot, so we need horses that don't mind that kind of thing. And then from there, we look for our horses based on kind of our rider needs. We have a lot of different riders with different goals and different needs.
As the barn manager, you get to know these horses very well, and a lot of them come to the program through very different paths. Tell me about some of the horses in the program and what they did before they got the job here.
We have a few horses like Bradley that had a showing career or had their own human that owned them and cared for them, and they taught them riding lessons and showing. So usually in that scenario, the horse can only do so much in a showing career, especially Bradley. He used to show down in Wellington and Ocala. So he can only accomplish so much. At some point he can't jump anymore, or he doesn't want to. So then they look for a job that's still a job because he still is able to work and he wants to work. And then they look for just an easier job for them to do. So they come here, and therapeutic riding is it's an emotionally taxing job, but it's not a physically taxing job on the horses.
Flash is a great horse for Evan because he loves to be brushed. He's like a good steady mount. We have other riders that have other goals, so they're going to be riding horses that are for competing in shows and whatnot. Look for horses based on our riders. We match them to our riders, and then we look at their temperaments, and we want them to enjoy their job as well. So we look at, if they like being brushed and they like being around people.
And you mentioned that this can be an emotionally taxing job for the horses. What kind of horse does it take to really thrive in this kind of program, and how do you monitor to make sure that they are doing well as they continue on in the job?
Flash is one of our horses that he does get emotionally burnt out because his job isn't taxing. He does a lot of walking lessons, but he will emotionally take on so much. I call him my sponge in the barn. He takes on all of the emotions of all of his riders, and we need to have a chance for him to release that, and just turnout is not enough for him. So we were able to give him body work and different MagnaWave therapies, things like that, to help him release his emotions.
And tell me what the term path means. We see it around on signage. Explain that to someone who doesn't know.
So PATH is the Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship International. They're the governing body over equine assisted services, which means, horses being used in a therapeutic manner to help other people. The goal of the therapeutic riding industry as a whole is really to make horses accessible to those who can benefit from them.
It has been an incredible afternoon learning about the transformative power of horses here at Ivy Hill Equestrian, a place that offers equine-assisted therapy in an inclusive environment to members of the community. If you're interested in volunteering, donating, or learning more, visit ivyhillequestrian.org.
Pretty cool stuff. Great people doing great things at Ivy Hill. Well, let's get to this week's Jockey of the Week, and it's brought to you by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Congratulations to Andy Hernandez. He had multiple wins and almost all in the money finishes, wrapping up a very successful week on the track, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now it's time to turn our attention to this week's Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Congratulations, Mike Pino, on another incredible week with wins at various Mid-Atlantic tracks. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring you this week's Trainer of the Week. Now it's time for another Turning for Home family photo, one of my favorite segments. This is Bayleaf. She retired an 8-time winner for trainer Lou Linder. She's now thriving at Full Gallop Farm in her second career, trying dressage, cross country, and just enjoying her beloved life with her new adopters in North Carolina.
Love North Carolina. Those Tar Heels and those Blue Doubles and the NC State Wolfpack, all my hoop squads down there.
And Bayleaf's there.
Of course.
Well, let's get to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was a thriller in Tuesday's 7th, going 1 mile. $25,000 person. Look on the way outside, Paco Lopez on Modern Era.
Yeah, good luck picking up Modern Era early in the race. He's so far last you can't even see him, but that's classic Uriah St. Louis, and here he comes, Modern Era, to get up by a length at the finish.
And Uriah had a great race. He finished first and third, and I heard him after the race. He said, look, I thought it was going to be too short, but Modern Era got up, and I really like this horse. He's by Honor Code. Yeah. He looked great. I think we might see this horse take another step forward.
Another great Uriah purchase, my man.
They just bought a bunch of 2-year-olds down at the sale, so maybe we'll see another discreet lover. We're going to go to our final break. When we come back, we have Parx picks and a whole bunch more, so we'll see you after this break.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw. I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in. But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Shake those pearls, Meemaw.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Here we are, we're back on Let's Go Racing, and it's time for Eye on Racing. What can people look out for today around the country?
Big day at Churchill Downs, Stephen Foster preview day, and the race everybody's going to be interested in is the Blame Stakes. We have Hall of Fame, we have Mystic Dan, the Derby winner, we have Most Wanted, we have Banishing Post Time. I mean, this is a really good race.
That's going to be a really good race, and a couple of small stakes down at Delaware Park. Hopefully we'll see some local horses get down there. Well, let's do Parx picks.
Yes.
It's Monday's 9th race.
I'm hot.
You are hot.
I'm actually 2 in a row. I had journalism the week before. Does that count? I gave an even money and a 6-5 shot. I'll take it.
Fillies and mares going 7 furlongs, optional claiming $50,000, $52,000 the purse. I'm going to go with the really cool woman trainer, Bobby Ann. She's on a roll right now, and Edge of Town was a really nice claim off Cal Lynch. Paco Lopez will be aboard. Look, the 7 furlongs isn't my preferred distance, but Paco's really good at knowing when when to push the buttons, when to give them a break, and I think they work out the trip to get the win.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 on a roll for that horse. I'm taking Pure Love. My man Michael Moore always, every time I pick him and the horse wins, he sends me a text saying, good pick. See if we can do it again, Mike.
Well, I love rooting for Mike Moore, but I'm rooting against you this time, buddy. Right. Well, we've been talking about the Belmont Stakes, but we're also going to have live racing for Belmont Day right here at Parx. Make sure you join us. Gates will open probably relatively early, around 10 a.m. We've had so much fun here at Parx on these Triple Crown races. People want to come out.
No doubt, and not only the card here, but it will be an awesome card at Saratoga, including the Met Mile, where we have White Abarrio and Fierceness. Look out.
Well, come out and come have a hot dog with me. Well, we got to talk to Marty Shaw from Top Notch Racing, Bruce and I, on our Gate to Wire podcast, and he is just such a cool guy. He was leading owner last year with his Top Notch Racing, but we talk gambling, we talk horses, we talk the industry.
Yeah, Marty's one of the good guys at the track. Couple of bits of news now. The next 2 Breeders' Cups have been awarded, obviously this year at Del Mar, next year at Keeneland, the following year, Danny, in 2027 at the new Belmont Park. Can't wait.
I will be there. I heard a couple of people there, they say, oh, well, what the weather like in November? But we could have great weather, and I'm thinking positively, and I'm going to be there, hopefully with a horse, but if not, rooting on the amazing horses.
I've been there for all the Belmont Park Breeders' Cups, and I've been there when it's really cold, so hopefully it'll get a nice fall day. That would be great. Speaking of Belmont Park, one of the sad stories from this week, 59-year-old Christophe Clement, one of the legends in the game, had an incurable cancer. He just passed away on Sunday, and if you haven't seen it yet, he wrote his own epitaph, and it was awesome. It was posted Sunday. I wrote about him and one of the all-time great horses he ever had, Pure Sensation, on Let'sGoRacingParx.com this week. Pure Sensation, Danny, according to my unofficial numbers, has won more money at Parx than any horse in the history of the racetrack in 50 years.
Well, he left a huge mark on the game, and he was such a knowledgeable and generous man, and of course his son Miguel will take on the Christophe Clement stable. He had been making that transition for quite a while, but we were left with so many great performances from his horses, including Tonalist, and he'll be greatly missed.
Ponte was his best horse, won over $6 million, and yeah, Christophe was one of absolute great credit to the game, and he will certainly be missed. Going back 40 years now, Danny, the Jersey Derby will be held today at Monmouth Park. It's on turf. It's not what it was in 1985 when the great Spend-A-Buck appeared, passed on the Preakness because there was a $2 million bonus in addition to a $1 million purse. At that time, $2.6 million for Spend-A-Buck's owner. It was the biggest purse in the history of horse racing until the Breeders' Cup came along and started throwing crazy money around in the Classic later on. But I'd never forget it. One of the great rides ever for the dad of our wonderful friend Lafitte Pincay. It was Lafitte Pincay, legend. If you ever get a chance to go watch it, Spend-A-Buck had no reason to win that race. The reason he won, Lafitte Pincay. He made him win.
Just the will of an incredible jockey, and I have great memories going to the Jersey Derby with my mom when it was back at Garden State Park, and just amazing times. Well, what a great show it was today. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the gray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.